Run That Back West on here. You know him, the producer.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, I said like I don't know what I did, but I said Running Back West or something. I said something like that, and it was just all fucking bad. So like I just yeah, so it was just kind of like now I want to make sure. So yeah. All right, so welcome back to another episode of the Real Meal Real podcast. I have my boy in here, a very special guest. Actually, our very first director, videographer, shot by Wyatt, bro.
What's going on?
Shit, man. I just want to say before we can get into it, bro, I appreciate you fucking with the podcast in general, bro. Before we get even into this episode, a couple things. So one, make sure you guys are subscribed right now. Very big. We're trying to get to like 300 subscribers, right? Like 200 and something. You guys need to subscribe. If you guys aren't subscribed, go do that right now. Let's see. The podcast is now on Spotify, so you guys can now go just listen to the podcast. Like if you guys don't watch the whole thing or whatever, because honestly, when I watch podcasts myself, like they be long. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I usually sometimes watch them and then like I stop or like I don't know, like go finish it later. So I've been working on that. So the podcast is now on Spotify, so you guys can listen. The clothing is out now. That just dropped the 25th of last month, I think, officially. But it's starting to get cold. Not really, but it's gonna get cold pretty soon. So we do got hoodies and shirts. So if you guys want to order those, make sure you guys get on that now before it does start getting cold, because it's gonna be limited time only. Let's see, we got the vlogs. I've been doing all those vlogs, so you guys gotta be on the lookout for that. The first vlog is gonna be dropping October 3rd, I think, like at 6:45, something like that. That's the first vlog. We already got like 2 or 3 of them in. We're gonna do like 2 more this week, so stay tuned for that. And then I think that's about it. So, and then follow us on all the ads. Of course, I'm gonna pop my boy's ad right here up on the screen. Make sure you guys follow him. And all right, we're just gonna get straight into it. So my boy, let's just start off. So obviously you're from the IE, bro, right?
Yeah, I'm from San Bernardino.
So once again, shout out to IE. You just added to the roster, bro. Like I just said, I went down to the list, right? I have a couple people already in here from the IE. So once again, it's all love. Look, he was all down for the podcast. We're locked in real quick. He pulled up just like that. So I just want to say shout out to IE. So talk about it, bro. What's your experience like growing up over there, and how was it for you?
Shit, really? Growing up, I was moving all over. Like, I grew up in San Bernardino probably until I was like, I want to say like 13, 14, and then moved to Ontario for about 2 years, and then moved back to San Bernardino. And then, yeah, I probably started doing videos like only 2 years now. Really hasn't been doing that long.
Only 2?
Yeah, I just started it. But, yeah, from San Bernardino.
Okay, and how old are you, bro?
I'm 19.
You 19?
Yeah.
You young and doing it out here. Yeah, I'm not. I'm same age as you, bro. I'm 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 20, bro. So I don't know how old I look to you. Like, same age as you, bro. Okay, so 19, bro. You said you moved back and forth between Ontario, right, and San Bernardino.
Yeah, type shit.
Okay, and like I said, who else was on here for San Bernardino? Either Angel or I think Angel. We were saying this, but they say it's like pretty wild out there, bro. Like it can get kind of crazy out there. You want to talk about anything like that, maybe?
I mean, if you're from out there, you already know. What it's like. But I would say really, bro. San Bernardino and LA have so much in common. And
are you serious?
Yeah, bro. And they don't people don't know it, but I don't know. I feel like they have a lot in common. Like,
cause when I think of San Bernardino, like I just think of like desert, like way out there, like type of thing, just far.
The only thing San Bernardino don't got is like a downtown, like with all the big buildings. But everything else, like the culture, everything like that, I'd say it's very similar for sure.
Okay. So, growing up, did you cause we're gonna get straight into the video stuff. So, did you have anybody like that was particularly maybe like your favorite growing up that kind of maybe caught your eye? And maybe made you want to kind of do what you're doing, or anything like that?
I mean, definitely Cole Bennett. I would say that'd be an inspiration for everyone. But yeah, he's going crazy. But really, I don't know. I just like music. That's really what got me into it. And I'm not gonna make music. That's just I couldn't do something like that. But I just still wanted to be involved, and I started doing videos, taking pictures. I really started just doing pictures. And then I wanted to move more towards video and stuff like that.
Okay.
But,
and you said you like music, so did you try maybe like making music yourself? And then did you ever want to try doing something like that?
I mean, I've thought of it for sure, like always being in the
Shoot your own
studio,
video
stuff like
real
that.
quick?
Yeah, but nah, I can't do that.
Hey, never say never, man. Hey.
I mean, maybe one day, but yeah, nah, I don't know.
So music was like the, how do you say, like that kind of got your foot in there. That kind of got the interest,
Yeah,
right? You kind of
for
want to
sure.
be like in that scene, but you're kind of trying to find your way, like
Yeah.
kind of.
I didn't want to just force it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it to I wanted to come proper with it. You know, I didn't want to. I don't know. I just want to do my own thing. I started getting into pictures. I liked it, meeting new people. It really like changed my lifestyle. Like I don't know, like.
I like your Balenciagas, by the way. Yeah.
But nah, doing pictures. I was just having fun with it, going to like little shows, like concerts and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
meeting new artists, and then I started doing videos with just like the homies, and it started moving towards more like bigger artists, stuff like that.
Okay. So let's go down memory lane, bro. So what was one of your first artists that you worked with, bro?
I think the first video I did was for this artist. His name's Huheen. He was from
IE?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from the IE. It was a song called Cloud High Baby or something like that. And then when I did that, it kind of like opened up some doors. I did a video for Buddha Bands. He's like part of like Trippie Redd's people and stuff like that.
I saw Trippie Redd on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, the Huheen, Buddha Bands, and then I don't even know what was after that. That's pretty much how it started though.
And now it's like what? He was doing things in like what 2020 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like
Around that time.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. So also like I saw you did a video with like AK. What's your
Yeah.
relationship with them and stuff like that?
So yeah, when I did that video with Huheen,
Mm-hmm.
his manager at the time was the AK people, and they kind of started having me shoot for like his other artists. I think I did a video for Girls of Dev, King's Most Wanted, and then yeah, just that's pretty much how I met him.
Okay. And are you still, to this day right now, are you still doing videos with AK right now?
I wouldn't say like I was, no, but I'll still do a video for some of the artists, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some stuff with Girls of Dev on the way,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, there's some more videos on the way for sure.
Okay. And why? I have a question, bro. Like for personal question.
Mm-hmm.
So, being like this videographer, you know what I'm saying, for these artists and stuff like that, i.e. LA, there's so many, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you work with, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You want to talk about how that all works, bro? Because I know you probably got one guy you do videos with, and he might be your guy more consistent than the guy that hits you up every now and then. So how do you do that? How do you base that off of like how do you manage your time when it comes to like these videos and stuff like that?
Really, it gets busy for sure.
Yeah.
Trying to organize
I bet.
everything, but I would say really, what was helping me is just editing the videos as quick as I can so that I could move on to the next shoot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, moving from like IE to LA, there's definitely like politics and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just do my own thing. I work with who I like.
Has that ever gotten in the way? Like, you're the video guy. I don't know how they could press the guy. Oh, I saw you doing.
Yeah, but
motherfucker, like,
some people
you're a
be
video.
weird about it.
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah. Like some people won't really fuck with you if you shoot a video for someone they don't get along with. Just little petty shit like that. But
Coming for the video guy?
yeah, that's just crazy.
Like the video dude,
Yeah.
like what is he? Like, I think you should be thanking that nigga for
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, making
Yeah,
yo
like, that's
video.
between I'm not in that, but I'm just doing the videos. But
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. You know what? That sucks. I had to hear that, man. Cause, man, like you know how it is just being from out here, bro. I feel like a lot of that stuff gets in the way of anything you're trying to do, whether it be you know, videography or of course music, producing, whatever the case is, entertainment. I think LA and just this whole area in general like has a lot to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always talking about on the podcast, like even like with this podcast thing, I've had some, like, not all these guests are perfect. You feel me? Like, I've had some people where, you know, I hit up and they do some weird shit, like, you know, or kind of like fake fuck with me, or they say like, oh yeah, I wanna come on or do this. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is, bro, like, it's sad how LA, the lack in support that we get, like, from out here. You feel me? Because of that exact reason, that politics stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you can understand that. I'm not saying necessarily might be the support, but even with the work, right? Like, oh, this artist is acting weird or whatever, because that's like affecting your business.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, for sure, man. Damn, that's sad to hear though, bro. Yeah. But go on, bro. So I think, okay, so the next question I have is, if you had to give any advice to anyone that wants to do what you're doing, or even want to get into that lane, or be successful in that lane, what would you say? What would you give them?
Really, just do what you like. Don't try and copy nobody else, or like take their style. Just do what you like. Do what you think is cool. Work with the artists you like. Like, I started off really just like working with artists that I listened to, like, because it was like what I enjoyed, so it was easier for me to do a video. Like, if I was doing a video for a song I wasn't really like messing with, then it's gonna be harder to do. But yeah, just stay in your lane. Like, don't copy people. That's really the main thing. Just do whatever you think is cool.
Originality goes a long ways.
Yeah, it does.
And so it's another thing, like, okay, with this videography thing, we're in LA, bro. There's a lot of people doing what you do. Mm-hmm. So how do you stay away from, like, trying to be like everybody else? Like, how do you make sure, like how do you go about that?
You mean like
yeah, because you know there's so many people out here. Obviously you just said, like, try to be yourself and try not to do what other people are doing. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you keep yourself original? Like, does that make sense? Or am I not understanding it right?
I mean, I would say, like, try not to watch too much of other people, but you still got, like, it's in front of your face all the time. You're gonna see it, but I don't know. Just do stuff that's different. Try new things, and yeah, I would just say try new things. Do stuff that people aren't really doing, just, like, out of the box type stuff.
Okay, so. So if someone wants to get into doing what you're doing, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Obviously, like, the equipment and stuff like that. I want to talk about that. Like, how do you start off, man? Like, what do you? Yeah. I know you gotta have a camera, software. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure software is really important. Like I said, that's like with my YouTube and everything like that. Yeah, how do you start off, man?
I started off with like a little camera. I think I got it off like Amazon or something. Like,
okay.
Just some cool shit to get me started, you know.
Hell yeah.
I was taking pictures on it, and the videos. When I started getting into videos, it wasn't giving me what I needed for real. Like, I needed to upgrade it. So with like whatever I was doing, I just got a new camera, and then I upgraded my computer. And yeah, you kind of. I don't know, you gotta just, the software, like editing software, that's personal preference. Like, there's multiple softwares you can use, but it's really just whatever you're more comfortable with. And I found that and just ran with it.
Okay, bro. So basically, just as you got on, like, you progressed, you just started investing more.
Yeah, definitely invest in yourself, because it'll be worth it. Like, people say you could shoot a video, like a good video off like a bad camera, or something, which you can for sure, but a camera definitely helps. Like a good camera, good lens, all that. Like,
yeah, I got myself a Sony A6 2400. I don't know if you know that one. Yeah, that's one I got.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I could definitely relate on that. Like I said, a little bit. I could relate a little bit because I edit my own stuff.
Yeah, you edit all your stuff.
Yeah, so I don't want to say like I'm in the same way. Like I'm in the same boat for sure. You feel me? Like, but I'm not that too deep in there, but like I can understand. So man, I guess like let's talk about that for a second, the editing and stuff like that. It's cool. I could actually finally talk to someone about this because they can understand what the fuck I have to go through at least a little bit. So for me, man, like, okay, I think the hardest part, like, what my thing is, like, okay, obviously, like, at first it was like lining up the vocals and stuff. That's like, okay, I got used to doing that. But then, you know, what's really time consuming for me is getting everything to pop out and do things at the exact time you want it, and for it to go away at the exact, that's what got me there for hours zooming in. Like, that's for me. So what's your process like when you're editing these music videos, bro?
Usually before I even shoot it, I like to listen to the song and like start getting ideas. Sometimes I'll write them down if I really want to use them. And yeah, I'll go shoot the video. And then once I edit, man, I don't really got like a set I don't got like a normal thing that I do with all my videos, but
Always different.
yeah. But I would say definitely timing, like with all the beats and like all the clips and cutting up, that definitely matters.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, I couldn't even like get their lips to match up with the song and stuff. Like, it was bad.
You just gotta watch it. You gotta slow it down a little bit. It'll work. You just gotta slow it down. Trust me. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah. Like trying to match up the video and the song. I struggled with that a little bit in the beginning, but
Same here, man.
yeah, it's all good.
But as time progressed, huh? You got it going.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I guess my next question, why? Before I want to break down a little more about the artists you worked with a little more.
Okay.
But first I want to say is, so when you're we're recording these episodes, bro, because you said basically, like, when it comes down to it, it's like different every time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bro, hold up, bro. So with your artists, do you like big sets? Like, what do you like, a lot of props or
I do want
models and stuff? Like, how does that work, bro? Talk about that.
I do want to start getting into more like treatment videos where like I write out like storylines.
That's called
like
treatment.
that.
Explain that.
Yeah,
What does that
treatment
mean?
is
Yeah.
like, it's basically like, you know how you see music videos and they're like actors and
Yeah,
like
more of a
stuff like
storyline.
that. Yeah, that's a treatment. So basically, it's just like the director will write it up, and sometimes they'll send it to the artist to make sure he's cool with it, and then go and shoot it and edit it. But I definitely I want to start getting into more videos where, like, more production videos, not just run and gun style videos.
So right now you're more on like the visual aspects, not so much of the, like, with the props and all that, our models, stuff like that, right?
I've done like product shoots and like big shoots where I do have models and actors and stuff like that. But yeah, right now it's more run and gun videos. But I do want to get into more treatment style videos.
Okay. Another question. So I've done music myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really like a highlight right now because I got all this going on.
Yeah.
But I did music, I want to say about 2 years ago too. Like, probably the same time around you started the videography thing, which is in like 2019, 2020, whatever.
Okay.
And the only reason why I bring this up is because, okay, so I had my own experience. I had this song out, right? It did pretty good. Got some streams and stuff like that. I'll probably send it to you later. Probably check it out.
For sure.
Anyways, long story short, I did a music video, right? And okay, so the guy that did my music video, he was like one of my boys, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it came down to the video and stuff like that, I really had to how do I say it, man? Like, I really had to kind of like not plan it, but just like where we're doing it, who we're bringing it. Like, I had to choreograph it more than. So I guess like so the question I'm gonna ask is, being a camera dude with all these rappers and stuff like that, like, how do you operate on that? Like, do you have packages where you bring all that stuff to the table, like with models and places and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I do got different packages like they can choose from, where it's more just like one location or more locations with actors.
Yeah, talk about that,
like
man. Yeah.
So yeah, usually like finding locations, I don't really do that. I mean, unless I'm like, I see something while I'm out and I want to shoot there type shit. But yeah, most of the time the artist already has an idea of like where they want to shoot. 'Cause like I was saying, I just do like the running gun videos, so it's just super quick. But yeah, the locations, they most of the time they already know what they want to do with that, and everything else, pretty much I do like directing, lighting. I don't have any like assistants or nothing like that. It's all just me.
Really? You got no one else on your team?
Nah.
Wow. Talk about that. Oh, why do you prefer it like that with all this stuff you got going on, or what? 'Cause I just started adding people. Like, for me, I kind of messed up, like, trying to start this podcast with somebody, and then it even like, it's cool, everything got going on, but it could have even been not better, but it could have been happened sooner than it already did. But I had this thing where I went through it trying to bring someone on, but I put too much, like, how do I say it, like, man, not pressure, but too much responsibility, or just too much weight on them.
Yeah.
And then it kind of slowed down my process. So you going through this whole thing with the videography thing, I'm pretty sure there's been times where you got pretty busy and you probably wanted to add someone, but
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely worked with other like editors and stuff like that. But
okay.
For the most part, it's all just me.
And you prefer it like that?
Yeah, just because I have more control. Like I don't have to worry about anybody else messing nothing up or just stuff like that. And people will take advantage of it too. Like if you bring them around artists, like I don't know, they take advantage of it for sure.
For the
Because
situation.
they're not around people like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not used to it or nothing like that. So
they start trying to like, yeah, that's what, bro.
they be trying to leech. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Mm-hmm.
people be trying to leech off of it. But yeah, for the most part, it's just me.
Yeah, I can understand that, bro. I can understand that, man. You gotta, yeah, when it's something like, you know, this important, you gotta watch who you bring around.
Yeah.
Man, cause I just, I got myself an assistant. You feel me? Like she helps me out, you know, a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I never put too much. Like I don't get me wrong. I rely on her, but not like depend. Like you feel me? I make sure like everything with my podcast that I want to get done, I make sure I get it done. Like I don't be like, all right, if she doesn't do that, or you know what I mean. Yeah. So I could totally understand. Like I got my assistant, and then let's see, I just added a cameraman. Like I added like to my team, but for these vlogs and stuff like that, to like vlog my life and everything like that. But yeah, for the most part, shit, man, yeah, I kind of do it by myself. But besides my assistant, my team members, stuff like that. But yeah, man. So you wouldn't get no assistant or something like that, even to help you carry around shit?
Down the line, I definitely would for sure. But yeah. I think once I start getting into more of those like treatment videos, like I was talking about, and like bigger sets, then I'll need an assistant. But I think I'm cooling right now how it is.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some artists. Who are some of your favorite artists that you had working with, that have had the pleasure of working with in the past?
I got to work with Trippie Redd.
How was that?
It was cool. I was still in high school when I was working with him.
Whoa.
So it was.
That's flex.
It was like an experience for sure.
Okay.
But that started. I knew his cousin or something, and he was making music too, but he was just starting off. And I think he was living with him at the time. Mm-hmm. And he just started having me pull up and shoot his videos. And I think that really started because he seen me like around the house with his cousin. Mm-hmm. And he came up to me. He was just like, "When are we gonna take pictures?" And I said we could do it right now. And that's kind of just how it started. We started just taking pictures. He had me pull up to the house more. And yeah. It was cool though, for sure.
Trippie Redd, he's a cool dude, like in person?
Yeah, he's chill.
Okay.
Yeah, he's down to earth for sure.
What about LA artists? Who are some of your favorite LA artists you've worked with? You just mentioned Joshy, man. Shout out HBK, go stream that episode. But you said you worked with him last week. How was that?
Yeah, we shot a video last week. It was cool. It was on Callan for real. He had like some little performance at a high school, and Joshy was performing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Jockey was performing, so I went there with him, and then we just shot a little video after. But yeah, he's cool. I fuck with him. Okay.
What about let's see, Jay Fur. Talk about that. How'd you guys? I know you guys from the same area and stuff like that. So how did you guys all come about and meet?
Man, I think I met him like a while ago. I think before I was even like shooting type shit.
Go ahead and finish up how you were saying how the whole thing came about with you and Jay Fern.
So yeah, I want to say I met him when I first started shooting. He had me pulled to the studio session in San Bernardino, and I just took pictures. He was already shooting videos with some other people at the time, and then he kind of just like had me like around him type shit. Like I wasn't shooting his videos or nothing like that, but I would be at all his studio sessions, be at all his video shoots. And kind of just like I was just around him, like that was the homie before we even started working. And I think one day he just hit me. He was like, "Hey bro, like let's shoot a video." And there's some quick shit just next to his house, and I want to say that song. What video was it? I want to say it was called like not Cautious. It was something though. We shot a video. And then from there, we just, like, started working heavy. Like, I was doing all his vlogs, all the pictures, all the everything. Like, all the media around him type shit. And, Yeah, he took me like every time he had a show. He had a show somewhere in like Santa Ana somewhere. I went to there with him, and he just started bringing me around him. Like all the artists he would connect with, I was right there with him type shit. Like that was really just the homie. And we went out to Arizona at some point. I don't remember when it was, but we went out to Arizona and we shot a video out there.
How was that?
It was cool, bro. I fucked with it. That whole trip, it was just like I've talked about this before, but it was just like a business trip. Like it was just all about music. Like he went out there, we went to some studios out there, recorded, and then kind of right after that studio session, we went and shot the video type shit. I edited it in the little hotel. And yeah, just we've been working ever since then. I do all his videos.
Man, shout out Jay Furr, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had him in here. Obviously, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that leads to my next question. How did you hear about the podcast, bro? Like, that was...
Really? Through Jay.
Jay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was through him. I seen he had the podcast with you and the vlog and shit.
Oh, man. And, okay, so I don't know if you watched the episode or if you saw clips of it, but I guess, like, every now and then I like to ask, like, you know, my guests and stuff like that, people that I just meet, what are your thoughts on the podcast so far? What you've seen? I
think it's cool you're doing your shit on it, for real.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna blow up, bro. No cap.
For real?
Yeah,
Man.
I think it will. Just because you've been getting so much love from the IE, like...
Dude.
Bro, the IE's been turning you up.
Oh, God, bro. Like, man, you 100%. And now look, bro. Look, I'm trying to tell you, just... It's another person, bro. And then I think Chanelli was in here. She's like from the IE out there. I fuck with the IE, man. Like, I don't know. I think it all just started, like, I don't want to say because of Mike, but it just, I don't know, maybe just, yeah, I think it kind of did start with Mike, I guess, because he's from out there.
Yeah,
I think since when,
Mike.
Yeah, shout out Yak Mike. So I think since when people start seeing that, it just kind of like one thing just led to another. And then, like, I think West and Angel, that kind of did it too. And then I did that. And then now I got Jay first, so it's starting to, like, I was actually supposed to get Dev, bro. That was supposed to be locked in.
That would be cool.
Me and Dev was supposed to be locked in, what, like 2 months ago, I think. Dev, like, if you're watching this, bro, like, you're still welcome to come on here, bro. I don't know, like, it just never fell through, like, it just happened. I don't want to say, like, purposely or whatever, but it was just really, yeah, it was like a thing. We was going back and forth through scheduling it, and then we had a day set, and then it just never happened, bro. But yeah, shout out, you know, Dev. He's cool and everything like that. So if you're watching this, Dev, hit me up, bro. We can still knock it out. I know he's got stuff going on or whatever. He was cool about it, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have his number and stuff. We talked. You feel me? Like, it wasn't no, like, Hollywood shit. Like, you know what I mean?
No, Dev's chill.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I've had guests, like, you know, I've even had guests that, you know, say they want to do it, right? Like, okay, when I first started doing the podcast, like, I just get super excited. Like, whenever someone said, oh, yeah, let's do it. Like, as soon as they said that, I'm already posting them on Instagram. Like, all right, it's coming in. Like, it's wrapped up. Like, we're about to do this. And that's just how excited I was with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just excited. I was like, man, like, I'm about to do it. But, so I kind of messed up by doing that. So there's been times where a couple artists, I posted them, and they don't come. Or whatever like that. Like, okay, I think my first one was like, okay, Baby Stone Gorillas. You know them, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
so one of the artists.
You worked with them before?
I've worked with one of the artists in that group.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I think his name's like E Killer.
Oh, E Killer, exactly. Yeah. So he was the one that reached out to me or whatever, and we got in contact to do this podcast. When they reached out, bro, I want to say, dude, like, I was probably like 2-3 months in. Like, bro, I was new. Like, I still am new, but it was like newer than new. Like, it was very new. So that he saw what was going on and everything like that, and then it just never happened, type of thing. Like, I got his number and stuff like that, and it just, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, but honestly, they're moving groups too, bro. So as you could tell, it's usually just one person on my podcast. Like, usually, like, so there's like 4 of them. So honestly, I don't even know how I'd even have to, like, how it worked that at the time. You get me? Like, just because the way my whole,
it would be a different.
It would be a whole thing. So honestly, I think it just kind of like wouldn't have worked out either way because there's just too many of them. I would need like a table in the studio for all that because there's just so many. But that's just a perfect example of, like, just when I come in contact with artists. And there's been more. My thing is now it's kind of like I'm at the point where, bro, like, if you don't want to do this shit, like, I can't wait. You feel me? Like, bro, this week I got I got this one. We had this one today. Got one tomorrow. I got what's his name? I think he's Tuesday. No Limit Austin. He's a producer.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Him, yeah, him. And then I got A Moon. Turn my shit up. He's like another producer. I got him coming in. I got Go Nuts Sam or something like that. He's like another producer from out that way. Yeah, you know him?
He used to sit behind me.
You know him? Yeah, bro. So I'm about to have him in here like in like a couple days. So the point I'm trying to make is, bro, like you see what I'm talking about, bro? Like it's every single day. I got people, stuff like that. So I can't afford to how do I say it? Like hold people off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you see how you came through today? I couldn't. What happens if I would have said, oh no, we can't do this today, and for someone that didn't even come? Like, you know what I mean? Like I can't afford risking stuff like that. Like I need people that are like, I'm gonna hit you up, and if we don't do it at least around the time that I hit you up, bro, like we're probably like there's no really circling back with me. Like I'm just kind of like I'm moving forward. I got new people every day. I'm striving for new things. I can't be holding on to you and just, you know what I mean? Like I got a goal and I got a mission. I can't wait for nothing. I got episodes I got to drop every week. Plus these vlogs, like I can't. Yeah, you can't wait for nobody. And that's the reason. I'm not the reason, but like that's just how I've gotten to this not level, but just to this where I'm at right now is just by keep uploading. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So just shout out them and stuff like that. But yeah, with this podcast, bro, it's cool, bro. And then I got like the assistant, like I was talking about. She kind of handles a lot of the scheduling and booking and stuff like that. So when there's like there's a list of people that I want to have on the podcast that are like still gonna answer me, and then there's people that say yes but then don't know like when they're gonna come in here or whatever. So then I gotta send them to them. You know what I'm saying? There's all types of people that I gotta work with. So having an assistant definitely helps me out with that. But okay, next question is Fenix Flexin. How did that all come about, bro?
I want to say that all started with he hit me up on Instagram one day. He had followed me, and then I think when he followed me, I DM'd him and was like, bro, we gotta work. Like, I just thought it was crazy that he seen my account or whatever, was able to notice me, and he never responded to that text. And then my birthday was like a couple weeks after that. It was when I turned 18. He DM'd me on my birthday and was like, hey, happy birthday.
Hey.
And then since then we just started talking, setting up video shoots, shit like that. And he had me come to his house one day, and we were just chopping it up, just talking. Like I didn't even have my camera. We were just chilling for real. And then yeah, after that we had shot two or three videos, and he had a show. I went to a couple of his shows with him. He had one show in like, I don't know what city it was, bro. It was all the way up north, like past Sac, past all that. We took like a little road trip up there.
Oh, so you spent time with Fenix?
Oh yeah,
that's your boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to that show and shit. Really just doing like videos of him performing, pictures, shit like that. And yeah, we dropped one video so far. I think we have some more on the way.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Man, shout out Fenix Flexin, man. Personally, like I said, it's so cool to like be able to just do this podcasting and talk about stuff, like kind of like actually talk about it. But yeah, I like personally, I fuck with Fenix. You feel me? Obviously, like from LA and stuff. So
yeah, he's like a staple from LA.
Yeah, he's like one of that 2017. 2018.
Even now, bro, he's going crazy.
You get what I'm saying? But he's like, dude, you had to be there when that shit was the uprise of what was going on. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't think not a lot. And the thing is, it's sad is because, man, we're talking about this with Trey. Like, it's an era thing, bro. Like, these eras are starting to like, you feel me? Like, it's an end of era. Like, a lot of things like are kind of ending. Yeah, you get me? Like, a lot of things that were in that time period are starting to end. You feel me? Like, it's sad. You feel me? But it's true though, But it's cool because it's like I'm glad that we got to be able to like witness it and stuff like that, and then see the like uprising of like when I heard Musty and stuff like that, like when all that was going on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that was like all those vibes was going on. Like I don't know, man. It's cool to reminisce about it. But all right, man. Yeah, that's dope. So I guess my other question is like, is there any other artists you want to work with that maybe you haven't or you want to by the end of this year, or just in general, or?
I wouldn't say really there's no artist I want to work with by the end of this year, but definitely like in the future, definitely I want to start working with like bigger names. Like I really want to do a video with Lil Durk one day. He's like one of my favorite artists.
Like Durk.
Yeah, for sure. Really just people, also people from like California, like staples of LA, like YG, fucking, just really people like Blueface, just people that like,
just like
staples like from where I'm from and stuff like that. But I do want to start working with like New York artists or Atlanta artists, like moving around, work with other people. Yeah, the Florida artists too. Florida's been going crazy.
Okay. So just basically just artists from different places you want to.
Yeah, I don't want to be just stuck as like someone that only does videos from like LA artists or IE artists. Like I want to work with people all over.
Okay. One more question, Wyatt. So, you being like this videographer and working for all these, not working, but working with these artists and stuff like that, like labels, music labels and stuff like that. Cause I know that there's some videographers that get signed to labels and stuff like that, right? Sure. You want to talk about that? Like how, do you want to get signed by a label, or do you like being independent, or what?
Right now I'm cool with how it is, you know. I feel like once you're signed to a label or something, you can only like, you're limited to who you can work with. But yeah, once I work with like who I want to work with, and I'm like
at that,
then maybe for sure I'll do something like that. But yeah, working with labels, like even now, just working with them, like artists that are signed to labels and stuff like that, is different compared to like an unsigned artist for sure. There's more like rules and stuff like that,
limitations. Yeah,
and you gotta get it through to more people. Like more people have to approve of it than just the artist, like the manager, whoever they're signed to, stuff like that.
It's like the same thing as like an artist for a label, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
There's all types of like rules and stuff you got to go with. So you independent wave.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I had to ask, you know what I'm saying? Work with, like I said, right now on the podcast,
I'm down to work with whoever. I mean, a label, if they're down to work with me, I'm down to work with them. Type shit.
Okay. And then, I guess my last question is, bro, like, is there anything, you know what I'm saying, we could look forward to? And, you know, I know we got the rest of this year left. Is there anything, like, things you're working on right now? Clothing or anything like that you got coming out?
Yeah, I have some merch and shit. People can get that. I want to start doing more like behind the scenes of like my video shoots, just so people can see like what it's like. Just get more like insiders of like the artists that I'm working with, because a lot of like people that watch my stuff watch them because of the artists that I'm working with, like they're fans of them. So if I can bring like more insiders and like behind the scenes and just stuff that they wouldn't usually see with that artist, then I want to start doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just more like more detailed videos, like more quality over quantity, I guess. And start focusing on that.
Okay. Well, bro, I've seen some of your videos, bro. You do a great job. Amazing work, bro. I support it, obviously. I'm over here and I only, you know what I'm saying, I wish you the best, and I want to keep seeing you excel in your lane and everything like that, bro.
I appreciate that.
Once again, like I said, I appreciate you for coming fucking with the Real Me Real podcast. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, we're new out here. And then just for you to come on and join the, you know, the IE family on here, you know, since I've had on the podcast, it's just dope. This is another legend from the IE. And you're the first videographer, you feel me, I had on the podcast. I was talking to you about Shot by Late. I've been talking to him. He's another videographer from out that way. We've been working on trying to get him in here, so it's pretty cool, brother. I got to have you on here first, and then eventually get him. And then more people as we keep going, you know what I'm saying?
It's been going crazy.
I want to keep going with that lane and stuff like that. But besides that, man, I think make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Very important that you guys are subscribed. We've reached over 10,000 views on the channel. There's that. I want to say appreciate you guys there. Let's get it to like 20. Like I said, the vlogs, make sure you guys look out for that. Like I think it says October 3rd or 4th. That's the first one. We got that one with Jay Fur. let's see, Spotify. You guys can now listen. All the ads are usually I'm putting them in the description now, so you guys can just go click that. Make sure you guys follow me. You guys follow him. I think that's it. There's nothing you want to add, bro? That's it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you fucking with me, bro. Yeah. But until then, y'all, I'll see you on the next episode for real. Yeah, that's hard.